So, some of you have been following my low buy challenge, and it is not going nearly as smoothly as I thought it would. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 things that got in my way and what I'm going to do to help fix that. The number one thing that got in my way is honestly just having access to social media. I had way too much access to social media, and I actually got off of social media about a year ago, and I didn't miss it a bit. The only reason why I hopped back onto Facebook and Instagram was to promote my business, and once I got on there, I just started to get back into the old habits of scrolling. And scrolling only amounts to me wanting other things that people have, seeing things that are just interesting ads, because obviously the algorithm is working against this challenge for me, and I'm just looking for some kind of quick dopamine, and the phone gives it to you every single time. So having access to that social media, having access to Facebook Marketplace has made my life easier to spend on than more difficult. It's hard to stay off of this stuff. It's super addictive just to see what's out there, to see what a better deal is. Besides social media, another thing that got in my way was actually the rules I set up for myself in the first place, because I am very persuasive. Then there's no one I can persuade more than myself. And I persuaded myself that things were necessary and fitting into my business expense, that while they fit technically into the business expense, it wasn't essential. Getting one extra part for my camera is not essential. It doesn't completely change the business. It doesn't make me make 10x more. Other things that do help me get 10x more is increasing my ads, increasing my time, and creating these videos. And the ads do cost something, but they cost minimally compared to the other gear that I want to get. That changes nothing in the long run. So I really have to be intentional and hold myself to those categories better. And obviously, there's no better place to find a deal than on your phone. So it gives you all the best business deals. You look up one camera, you will find 10 different videos on the same camera within minutes, and then you'll be comparing the Sony versus the Canon, and then out of nowhere you're like, wait, I forgot about Nikon. Now you're looking at Nikon versus Canon versus Sony, and it just puts you down this rabbit hole. And then you remember, I don't need a $1,500 camera right now. I do not need a $1,500 camera. I bought my DJI Nano for this purpose, and it works pretty good. I mean, I'm using it now for my close, my far, and my mid shots. I'm trying to improve my use of it and remind myself that another camera is not necessary. Why don't I learn how to use what I already have? Another area that has gotten in my way is just boredom. And there's nothing wrong with being bored, but I have gotten so used to not being bored. Not only do you want the quick dopamine, but it's just the idea that you're just used to doing 2, 3, 4 things at once. I mean, at least that's me. If I'm riding my bike, I'm listening to music, I'm listening to a podcast. If I'm at the gym, I have something in my ears while I'm watching the news that I'm not really watching. Yeah, I'm just not used to being bored anymore. I used to, remember being a kid and just being entertained by having a fan and making noise into it. That was super entertaining. Now just doing any one thing just feels so dull. I really have become desensitized, and I need to get back to life. I need to really get back to myself. And part of that is going to be getting off the cell phone again. Maybe I have to put it in a separate room sometimes, or leave it to charge across the room, or do something about that, because it's just not helping. It's not the problem, but it's certainly not an aid. It's an aid to me being constantly distracted. So in order to combat this, in order to really take this low buy challenge, and I really just want to live this life where I'm not dependent on consumerism to make me happy, because it'll never make you happy. Like, buying stuff does not truly bring joy. Experiences bring a lot more joy. Like, I'm at the park right now, that the park is on a beach, and we're sitting in this really cool swing, and there's nothing out here but just pure joy. Like, people have their dogs out, and there's kids, and the weather is beautiful. Like, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts, like enjoying all that is Florida. And it costs me absolutely nothing to have this experience. So I really need to get back in the habit of having positive routines that cost nothing. Going to the park is relaxing. It's good for my health. I get a chance to walk around. And everything's free. Like, and there's nothing around me encouraging me to buy anything. If there's a couple of restaurants, like, sure, you can. But it's not, like, in your face. There's not a person on every little spot of the park trying to get you to buy something. It's just encouraging you to only be where you are right now. There are a lot of people who aren't even on their phones, just playing and just being present with their dog or being present with their family. So there's something so calming and important about having a routine, and I really need to get back to having one where I get up and I meditate in the morning, where when I'm not working, I go to the park in the morning and go to the gym. And when I do work, I go to the gym, and I can go to the park afterwards, like after work and stuff, take my dog out. Dog loves to go to the dog park, and just be more happy, like be more present, be more content. That's the right word. I want to be more content with my life, like without seeking something else. Like, be happy for what I have. And I am super happy for what I have, but I frequently am distracted. So, yes, I'm gonna actually enjoy the rest of this evening before the sun goes down all the way. Well, technically it's down, but before the skyline disappears and the pelicans all go away, and just pay attention to my surroundings and enjoy it. The low buy challenge continues. I will let you know how it goes. We are going into January pretty soon, so all of the holidays will be past me. No encouragement on anything else. I really need positive energy. I encourage you to join me on this challenge, or just even a small part of it. If that's putting your phone away for a little bit, like whatever it is, like, let me know how you may join me in this mission. The best way to make the world a better place is to start off with yourself. Each and every day you can be a little bit better. You can be 1% better each and every day. So thank you for joining me on my mission to be a little bit better, and I hope to see you next time.